club, and first game I'll be calling without Somers. But let's get started off. Scarsdale, first season in Class A, as last year they were in a different class, will make the championship. But we got Mamaroneck versus Scarsdale as we are off, so it's movement around now. As with it now, that's Mamaroneck as it goes up a block there, and it's gonna be picked up by number 30 as ball is loose now. It's on. Yeah, I believe Scarsdale is the red jerseys and Mamaroneck is the orange. As gonna move it around now. Goes back out to 23. So start of the first quarter, 11:16 left as it goes on back now. So now with it is Mamaroneck taking it around. So goes back out now. Mamaroneck moving and guarded by number 27, cradling it around. Now taking it slowly as goes back up. It's going to find 9 of Mamaroneck. Takes it to the back as it goes back up. Movement around there. It's going to be loose, and Scarsdale is going to get it back. So now fast movement down. It's going to be a loose ball. Ball is loose now, and who winds up with still loose on the ground? Mamaroneck able to pick it up. So Mamaroneck 10-6. Scarsdale 9-7 on the year, and yeah, fun fact: the Section 1 Class A championship for football, it was the Tuskers who won that one, 35-21. But Scarsdale and Mamaroneck is your lacrosse one. We had and Somers Tuskers winning over Y 35-21. They played yesterday against Y as well in the Class C championship where they beat Y 12-7 in a great win. So now movement around as 24 goes up, block, and that's gonna go in, and Scarsdale is gonna get on the board to start things off. Looked like that was 24 who got it. Yeah, number 24 of Scarsdale. It's gonna get it, and that's Thomas Lacio. So that one is gonna go in for Scarsdale, and Scarsdale is gonna take an early 1-0 lead as the Raiders will take the lead. And Scarsdale, a good team throughout sports. They also won the section championship in Class A for girls flag football, and they're a good team as well, as they were undefeated on the season. As we're now back out now, it's gonna be loose, and ball still on the ground. And it's gonna wind up rolling out of bounds. So now with it is gonna be movement around. Scarsdale taking it as they're behind now, number 24 with it, Lacello. So Lacello taking a guard by that looks to be number 2 Mamaroneck as it goes back to out to 8. As it goes around. So 9 now with it. Guard heavily as movement now for number 9, staying from behind, taking his time as 9's going to lose it now, but it's going to be picked back up by Scarsdale, number 9. As it's going to be taken around, movement back as the ball is going to wind up rolling out of bounds. So with that, was that counted? Did that count as an attempted shot for the goal? And yeah, Scarsdale shooting for it. They're gonna start off for it, so they're gonna count that as a shot for the goal. So Scarsdale gonna remain possession of the ball. So now with it, movement around as 14 has it, goes back out, finds 4 for Scarsdale, goes back up, is gonna find 24 again as Lacello with it now, goes back, it goes up. Great defense there by Mamaroneck, not allowed to go in as now it's a loose ball. Who's going to wind up with it? And it's going to be now down to the other side of the field with it as Mamaroneck takes it to the back. Guarded by 32. Two top teams. Scarsdale and Mamaroneck, two teams that have been two top teams in Class A this season as it goes up, and it's gonna wind up going out. So it's gonna be Mamaroneck, which is gonna start with it as it was an attempted shot for the goal, so they're gonna be able to retain possession. So Mamaroneck's gonna take it back as that's 32 with it. Ooh, and that's actually 22. So 22, guarded by 22 is Scarsdale. Goes back now as it goes up, and it's going to go in for Mamaroneck. And a goal for Mamaroneck is going to tie this game up at 1. And Scarsdale starting off early to go up 1 to nothing. Mamaroneck said, yeah, said, we're not letting you pull away that easily, as now it's going to be a 1-1 tie here as Mamaroneck is going to get it in for them. So we're going to head now back in the middle once again for the face-off of both teams. 1-1 is your score as we're back out now. Gonna be loose there. It's gonna be picked up. So Scarsdale Arcello starts off with it. Mamaroneck winds up with it. So Mamaroneck movement around as it's gonna go back out. Mamaroneck's gonna bring it down now as and it's hard. I'm calling the game through the computer, so it's a little hard to tell who has the ball. At 23, he's gonna take it now. So it goes up, and a great save there by Scarsdale, not allowing that one to go in. So Scarsdale starting off the season. So Scarsdale started off the season taking on the Section 1 Class C champions of Somers, and they had a rough loss 17-4. But since that game, the Scarsdale team has been playing great and been able to get some wins under their belt. 9-7 on the season, and of course, making it all the way to the Section 1 Class A championship as ball goes up and it winds up loose there. So we'll see what the call is right here. So I believe it will be, yeah, Mamaroneck who starts off with it. So yeah, Mamaroneck with it now, movement around, guarded by. So Mamaroneck's gonna take it, goes up, bounces off. That was number 23 who tried to get the goal, but it was an attempted shot for the goal. But Mamaroneck being closer, they're going to be able to retain possession. So 5 of Mamaroneck, it's going to go up. It's going to wind up going up and wind up rolling out. So 6:36 left in the first. Mamaroneck's going to start off with it again. So 7 of Mamaroneck taking it to the back. Goes back out now. It's going to find it. That's 12 as now with it. Mamaroneck as its movement now. Number 23 has it. Goes back out to the back. So Mamaroneck now in the back as 5 had it there. As now movement goes around. Back out to 9 of Mamaroneck. Taking it. Trying to get the goal. Goes up. Did that go in? Bounced in. And yes, it's going to be another one for Mamaroneck as they have scored 2 straight goals, making it a 2-1 lead for Mamaroneck. A great goal there. So having it was 9 as he ran it up and he got it right in. It was a fast goal, too fast for the goalie to be able to respond and block that from going in. And with that, it's going to be a 2-1 lead now from Mamaroneck. So now back in the middle for the face-off, taking it now is number 1 Mamaroneck. And on that goal was number 9. They got another goal. That was quick. So I looked down for a second to see who got the last goal, but taking it now all the way from the face-off, that's looks to be, yes, that's going to be number 1 of Mamaroneck, who takes it all the way, and Ethan Gross is going to get it in, as Brian Anker also the one who scored the last goal, as Mamaroneck, after Scarsdale started off 1-0, Mamaroneck has responded up 3-1 early in this one. So up there, it's gonna be given to Mamaroneck. So the call is Mamaroneck's ball, as it's gonna be movement around now, back out to 27. 27. Slow movement now. Goes back now out to 9 as it goes to the back now. Mamaroneck circling around the goal. Circle formation here as it goes back out now. Movement around now. With it is 11, I believe, and a great defensive stop there as it winds up rolling out, and 22 is going to pick it up from Mamaroneck. So, with it now, bringing it back in. 22 rolling around, back out to 3 as it goes up, and it's gonna bounce on in. 22 with the goal now for Mamaroneck as they have come out strong now. 4 straight goals. Jake Weiss is gonna get that one in as it's now 4-0, 4-1 as Mamaroneck leads. Still in the first. So that goal is gonna go in as it's now 4-1 in this one, and we're gonna call a timeout. And while we have a timeout back, I'm gonna pull up the section 1. Let's pull up the section 1 Class A bracket. So take a little look at what happened in the Class A playoffs. So this Class A playoffs a little wild here. So apologize, I pulled up the wrong bracket, so just gonna give me just 1 second. But while I pull this up, check out the Somers Sports Broadcast. Somers Sports Broadcast is a club at Somers High School that I created, and what we do is create sport talk show episodes, and we call games just like this one, like I'm calling right now. We do like full-on broadcasts and calls like this sometimes as well for big games that we can't do in person. But Scarsdale played Suffern. Suffern's a good team, and Scarsdale beat them 13-10 to get into this one. And Mamaroneck destroyed North Rockland in the last game to get into this one, 21-2. An impressive win there, but yeah, Mamaroneck's been great in the playoffs. Yeah, we got a 1 versus 2 battle. So yes, these are the 2 best teams in Class A. So as that happens a lot. But later there is Pleasantville who's going to take on Bronxville. That should be an exciting game as well. Pleasantville, a great team this year, top team in Class D, and we'll see if they're going to be able to hold on and win this Class D championship later. But we're now back out. So back out as it's going to be a loose ball on the ground. Who winds up with it? Still on the ground, back and forth, a loose stick now as well as player gotta pick it up, and looks like they're gonna call another timeout. So second time out now, and yeah, so we'll be right back in just one moment after a quick commercial break. Watch the Soma Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports.
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
Interview guests.
We're here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
Predict upcoming sport games.
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
Debate sports.
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
Discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports.
Alex Bowman, I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
And much more.
A fumble! This could be game!
I'm with
Nicky Duffy.
Dean Palzall.
I would definitely say DP, Dean Palzolo, he definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown!
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports Broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify. So we're now back on out there. So teams are spread it out and ready to get started after this timeout. So now movement. It's coming along. Goes back out 9. Goes back out to 23 as it goes up. And it's going to wind up going out of bounds. So out of bounds there, as it's gonna be. We'll see. It's gonna be Mamaroneck who takes it back. So Mamaroneck in the back now. It's gonna go around, and that winds up going in. So another one that he just takes it back, easy goal, just easy push. So he had it from behind the goal, and he just swings it, and easy goal there as he had the room. Regarded heavily by Scarsdale there as 22 gets another one for Mamaroneck. But yeah, heavily guarded by Scarsdale there, as it made it a tough goal as he had to go up in the air, but a great up the air and right into the goal as it's now going to be a 5-1 lead. So loose ball there as it's going to be picked back up as it's still loose on the ground. Who's going to wind up with it loose there? Mamaroneck's going to take it back. Already have scored 5 straight points. Will they get another as they bring it right down the field? And Scarsdale, a great stop there, not allowing that one to go in as gonna take it on back now. As ball's gonna wind up rolling out of bounds. When it all said and done, a lot of movement with a ball there. It's gonna be Scarsdale who starts off with it once again. So back around. Scarsdale back out to 9. That's movement now, back out. It's gonna take it around to the back as 8 with it. Guarded by Mamaroneck, trying to get around as 8 with it, goes to the back, goes up, and that's going to go in for the Raiders. The Raiders, what a great goal by number 8. Jackson Starr gets it in, and the Raiders are going to get it in, making it a 5-2 game now. Scarsdale just gave up 5 points, but they're not giving up just yet as Starr gets a phenomenal goal that goes on in. Now 5-2 is the score. We're going to head back now into the middle for the face-off. So 5-2 as we're going to get started. And stay tuned at halftime as I'll be giving my NBA final predictions and talking about and recapping the first half. So with it now is going to be Mamaroneck taking around number 23. And just talking already, a few players have stuck out in the game. So yeah, 8. That was a great goal for number 8 of Scarsdale of Star. But yeah, Mamaroneck number 9, and Mamaroneck number 22 and 23 has really stuck out, as that's a great block there by the goalie. Scarsdale not allowing that one to go in, as there's going to be a call here. We'll wait to see what the decision is, as they're going to get back set up. 3:23 left on the clock as teams are spread it on out now. So now back with it. It was 11 who started off with it, but lost the ball there as it goes back out now. Some movement from Mamaroneck, just circling around the ball now. 32 with it as it goes back up, goes back out now. As it goes back to 27, as it goes back out to 9, back out to 27, tries to go for the goal. That one does not wind up going in, as it's going to roll out of bounds. But Mamaroneck being closer is going to be able to attain possession, so Mamaroneck starts off with it now again, back out to 32, finds 27, movement around now as it goes to the back of the goal. 32 back with it as it goes up, look to hit the net. The ref signals a goal. So Mamaroneck, number 32, is going to get that one. They're going to extend their lead now to 6-2 here in the first, as Mamaroneck's domination continues in this one now. That's Jude Misner who gets the goal for Mamaroneck. What a great play by Mamaroneck. He had it, and he was able to find the goal to get it in. And he had clear, and Scarsdale They got Scarsdale off guard for the second, and that's how Mamaroneck was able to get in. That's how it works for the circle formation. You just pass along till you find the right moment to get the opponent off guard, and that's what we saw Mamaroneck do there. So now with it is going to be 24, who goes back out. He's going to find 11, so 11 back out to 4. 4 goes back, movement around now. As he's in the back of the field, number 14, who goes back out to 8. 8 back out to 24. Taking his time now is 24, cradling it around, guard by 23. As 24 is going to take it to the back. 24, boom it. As it goes back up, it's going to go up. Did that go in? Scarsdale celebrating. The ref did not, however, signal for it. Scarsdale celebrating there, and we have a replay. It looks like they're going to call this one a goal as a great play. So 24 finds 8, who does the 360 move to push it right in. Yes, that's a goal there. And now Scarsdale adds another goal onto the board, staying in this game. It's now 6-3, a lot of points here in the first. We're going to head back now into the middle for the face-off, as we got number 24. 24 is really stuck out of Lacello, stuck out for Scarsdale. Number 8 now, that's his second goal, the J of Jackson Starr. That was just a great play by Lacello to Starr there. It's going to be taken back now. Fast movement around as it's going to go to the back, and it's going to wind up bowling out of bounds. But a loose ball there. What's going to happen? Who wound up with it? It looks to be Mamaroneck. So Mamaroneck starts off with it. Back to the goalie, as goalie's going to throw it back out now. Some movement around now. Goes to the back, and that's going to wind up being pushed out of bounds. Or did he not? Yeah, he's going to wind up being called safe, as it's going to be movement around now. 5 to the back of Mamaroneck. Goes back out to, that's 32. That's 11. So 11 back out now. Finds his teammate there of 9. Goes back now, trying to go for the goal. Figures out it's not the right moment as it goes back out to 9. As it goes up, winds up bowling out. So that does not going in, but Mamaroneck will retain possession as they were closer. So 5 is going to start back off with it. So movement now for number 5 of Mamaroneck, taking it in. 53 seconds left on the clock as 5 is going to go back out. Back out to, and Scarsdale winds up with it after all that. Lost the ball there. Scarsdale is going to take it on back. As movement now 27 in the back. Goes back out now. Pass to 6. 22 finds 6. 8 out there as well. 8 has really stuck, of Star has really stuck out for the Raiders today. As Star is going to take it now. Guard by 6. Finding the moment. He's going for the goal. Did that go in? Almost got it, but I think that's gonna wind up not going in. Yeah, so they're gonna not call it going in there. Scarsdale starts back up with 12 seconds left in the first. Are they gonna try to get something quick? As 24 picks it up, tries to get the goal. A great block there, but that winds up going in. The goalie almost had the block. Looked like it was the block from here, but let's take a look at the replay. That winds up going on in. The goalie, it just missed his net from blocking it. The number 10 of Mamaroneck just missed it there, and Scarsdale is going to make this a 2-point game now, as it's now going to be a 6-4. We got a high-scoring game here with 6.4 left in the first. So now back now out in the middle for the face-off. 35 is going to take it from Mamaroneck. Tries to get something quick. Winds up going out, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. 6-4 is your score. Mamaroneck leads, as we will be back after a quick commercial break.
Watch the Soma Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports,
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
interview guests,
Here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
predict upcoming sport games,
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
debate sports,
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports,
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
and much more.
A fumble. This could be game.
I'm with
Nicky Duffy.
Dean Palzall. I would definitely say DP. Dean Palzall. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.
So we're now going to head back into the middle for the face-off to start off the second, as Mamaroneck leads by 2 here at Yorktown High School, as Tuskers, they will be playing again at Yorktown High School this coming. This is a loose ball now. They'll be playing again at Yorktown High School this coming Saturday for their first state game, as it's movement to the back now. 23 is going to take it. Back out to 27 as movement around. Back out to 11. 11 back out to 27. That's 23. So 11 back out to 23. Movement around now, and I apologize for not getting all the numbers correctly, as it's a little harder to read on the screen as it goes back out to 5. 5 of Mamaroneck taking. Of course, they switch sides. Now it's going to be 30 who denies Mamaroneck the goal, as hold on, 23 has it. Yeah, a great block there by number 30, denying them the goal. And with that, it will be. But yeah, Mamaroneck will have another chance, as 32 is going to start off with it. But a great stop there by Scarsdale from getting that goal in. So now we're going to set up to start with it, as 32 is going to take it to the back. Finds 9, back out to 32. Fast move now, goes above the goal, back out to 5 as it goes back out. Fast movement now, 22 with it, tries to get the goal. And the ball does not go and winds up bouncing out. And what's going to happen? It's going to be picked up. Number 10 of Scarsdale does pick it up, so it's going to go back, and Scarsdale will take over. A great stop there by Scarsdale. Their defense really showing up there, denying Mamaroneck that quick goal. So now down the field, back out to 4, Scarsdale. Movement around, guarded by 13 as he's going to the back. Goes back, finds 4. So now movement out. Takes it to behind. As 14 goes back. Gonna find 11. So 11 now with a loose ball is gonna be picked back up by Scarsdale. 11 as gonna go back out to 4. So 4 now with it. On the edge, back out to 11. 4, 11 finding each other again, as 11 with it finds Laselli. Laselli with it now, number 24, taking it back to behind the goal. No other Scarsdale players back out there, however, as moving now, guard by 11. So Laselli with it. So it's going to go back out. It's going to be a loose ball there, and it winds up rolling out. So yeah, Scarsdale being closer will start off with it once again. But 1 second left on the shot clock, so that is going to reset the time, and with that, Mamaroneck will take over early here in the second. So now down the field. Fast move. To go in. So that's gonna make it Scarsdale ball. So a great block. So 10 tries to get it. He was actually off on the throw, so it wasn't even wound up being a block seeing that we play. So now movement down for Scarsdale. Go back, loose ball. Mamaroneck able to knock out the ball, but 20 picks it back up. However, he is gonna go out of bounds. So out of bounds, and now they're gonna call a timeout. So yeah, forcing him out of bounds there, denying him to get down the field, and it's gonna be Mamaroneck takes over. But as we call a timeout, as they call a timeout, let's just talk a little bit about we'll talk a little bit about what I've noticed from these teams and the games I've seen. So I watched a little of the Mamaroneck game against Somers, but Scarsdale against Somers. That was the first lacrosse game, the first boys lacrosse game, actually. I called a girls lacrosse game the day before against Fox Lane. And yeah, the girls lacrosse team gave Fox Lane a great fight for a team that wound up being the 1 seed in Class C. But besides the point, Scarsdale, Somers, and yeah, Somers got in the goal right away. But yeah, the Scarsdale squad, despite it being the first game of the season, they did give a good fight. Like, they did look good. Like, the Somers team has done more against opponents that probably even better than they did against the Scarsdale team. Yes, the score was 17-4, but at the same time, Greeley, who's a top 3 team in Section 1, in my opinion, the Tuskers dominated them 20-6, and this Scarsdale team probably made this game. It was more close than Greeley. So this Scarsdale team against a great Tuskers team, they played a pretty good lacrosse. So now Scarsdale back with it, goes from behind. Gonna go back out to 24 Laselli. Goes back out to 8 now. That's going to take it. Tries to get the goal from behind now. Finds his teammate from behind. 14. Guarded by 4 as it's going to be movement to the back. And it's going to wind up being 10 who goes back out now. So movement now. Back out. It's going to take it down. So movement out to the back as 4 has it. And they're going to take it to the other side of the field now. So back with it. It's going to be Scarsdale. Movement from behind. Goes back out to 22. 22 back out to 2. As 2 now with it. Back out to 8. Taking their time now as still in the second quarter, we've seen no goals as it was 6-4 at the end of the first. So movement now back. 11 with it. Taking it around. 11 guarded by 27. Takes it from the back. 11 tries to do the swing around as it goes back out to 2. 2 back out as 2 tries to go for it. Couldn't, so he finds his teammates, goes in the back, and a loose ball there, which winds up being picked up right next to the goal by the 10 of Mamaroneck, denying the goal there. So Mamaroneck's going to throw back out, finds 23. 23 with it now. Move fast movement down the field. 23 with it now as it's going to go back for 27. It goes up and it's going to wind up going on in. So number 32 gets it for Mamaroneck. Ball goes back to find 32. Backward pass and 32. Because, yeah, 32 able to get it in. It was a forward pass to 32. That's what happened, and that one winds up going in. So now it's going to be a 7-4 game with Mamaroneck taking a 3-point lead. Back out now for the face-off as, yeah, that is also the first score for the second quarter. It's going to be taken down now. It's going to be moving around as it goes up for the goal, and it's going to wind up going out. So with it now is going to be Scarsdale who goes back, finds number 7. So 7 with it, bring it fast down. So 7 guarded by 11. That's going to be taken back out to 35. So now movement now is 4 with it to the back. 4 now back out. It's going to find 2. I want to thank everyone who is currently tuned in if you're just getting here. Scarsdale pulled ahead going up 1-0 early, and then 5 straight points by Mamaroneck, and then after that it's been a back and forth game. So now with it, as it's loose and gonna go back out now. So back out number 4, who goes back out to the goalie of Mamaroneck. So Mamaroneck now back with it as it's fast movement down, goes back out to 5, goes back out to 7. 7 now with it, is taking his time. Still with it there, is going to throw it back out to 27 of Mamaroneck. 4:35 left in the first half. Stay tuned for halftime. I'll be giving my thoughts on the first half and predictions for the second half. And I'll also be talking about my NBA Finals predictions and what I see happening as it goes now to the back. As it goes up 5. Knots 9 on the dodge. Goes back out to 22. Back out now as 7 with it from Mamaroneck. Goes to the back. 22 is going to take it. And now with it is going to be 27. As goes back out, 27 now back with it. Goes back. And who's going to wind up with it? We'll wait. I'll tell it it's going to zoom on out. So ball goes up and we'll see what the call is and who landed with it in just one moment as the teams regroup and spread on out. So, yeah, so far, we've seen a great job by both of these teams. Yeah, the Scarsdale team, they're down by 3, but they have been playing with great grit and been playing great on defense. They've stopped multiple goals from going in. And also, yeah, on offense, they've had some great plays. Like number 8 and number 24 has really stuck out. Number 8 is Star and 24 LaSalle has really stuck out for the Scarsdale squad. And they've been really getting despite them losing, they've been really giving a great effort. However, this Mamaroneck team just has been playing better lacrosse today, and yeah, Mamaroneck getting the multiple goals there. It's been a great team effort. Like there's been more players that I feel like have been very much involved, and that I think when it's more of a team effort could really help in the sport of lacrosse, and we're seeing that today by Mamaroneck. So back out with it now. So Scarsdale with the ball and celebrating. That wound up going in. It looked like it may have gone in, may have been blocked. Yeah, Scarsdale's going to get the goal, and it's going to go back to a 2-point game as that was number 24 with his second goal of the day. Number 24 of Lacello is going to get it in as it's now a 5-7 game with Mamaroneck still up by 2, but Scarsdale giving up a good fight as it's going to be Lacello on the face-off. It's going to be Mamaroneck. It's going to wind up being a Scarsdale's ball after all said and done. So now back out with it as player who got the face-off subs on out. Now 11 in for Scarsdale, taking the ball down. It's gonna go back out. Finds 4. It's so 4 now with it for Scarsdale. Scarsdale now fast moving. We're seeing a lot of more teamwork here as 24 taking it to the back. Movement around now as 24 tries to get it up. Goes back. A loose one there. It's going to be taken back by Mamaroneck, who now there's a call. We'll see what the call is. It looks to be it's going to be Scarsdale's ball. So pushed on the ground was 24. Mamaroneck took it on back, but we'll see what the call is in just one moment. So back out, spread out are both teams as looks to be Scarsdale who is going to be starting off with it. So Scarsdale, the call is going to remain Scarsdale's ball as they're going to get another chance. So yeah, Scarsdale now with it, goes back out, number 4. It's going to be movement in the back, finds 9. 9 back out is going to find 24, who goes back out to 2. 2 taking it around now as ball is going to go back out now. As it's going to be loose there, taken back by 14. 14 back out. It's going to be movement around. Back out to 24 as that one's going to go up. And it's going to wind up in Mamaroneck's goalie's net. Denying that goal there. A great stop there by Mamaroneck as now 2 of Mamaroneck's going to take it. However, not on the side of the field you want to be on as he's struggling to get down the field. 3 Scarsdale defenders on him. And we got to get another time out here as the score is 7-5 with about 2 minutes left in this one. And we'll be back in just one moment. So while we call a timeout, let's just take a look. So yeah, these two teams so far, they have been playing pretty good lacrosse. It's been back and forth. Both teams have been great competition for each other. Great team effort. We just saw a great team effort there by Scarsdale on defense, denying a few minutes ago, denying that goal for Mamaroneck. And yeah, we've seen a great job on both offense and defense for these teams, and we'll see if that's going to continue as we head into the second. But as we have a moment, let's pull up. We're going to pull up just so yeah, Mamaroneck also played Somers, and so Somers Mamaroneck actually gave Somers a bit of a fight, but at the end Somers did wind up winning the game 17-7, but it was a good competition. So yeah, but a few games to note. About the Scarsdale team. Scarsdale had a big win over Eastchester 16-1, and a big win over Briarcliff 15-5. Another team the Tuskers dominated. As now movement now back. So it's going to be a loose ball there. Who's going to wind up with it? It's going to be Scarsdale who takes it back now. As looks like we're going to have a call here. But Scarsdale did take on Mamaroneck. They've took on each other. Both these teams took on each other this season, and it was Mamaroneck who dominated that one, 19-4. And Scarsdale actually giving much better effort than they did in that game. As right now it's a 2-point game. That one, Mamaroneck won by 15. And yeah, Scarsdale's had some had some impressive wins this year that have come down towards the end, as well as 5 back outs gonna find. So Scarsdale's gonna take it on back. They even beat Yorktown, who Yorktown questionable, a top team in Class B, but it was a close loss for Greeley, as it's gonna go back out now. 4 has it back out to 22, back out to 24. And the thing is, all these teams are great, but like each year, besides Y, because Y is always in it for whatever reason, each year it's always a different team that could win it, because yes, there's some great players for each team, but some of these players eventually graduate, and these teams, there's new players that show up when it there's new players that need to show up each season for these teams. And yeah, question marks also for the Tuskers next year. They're losing some key players, but at the same time, they still have Tristan Iglesias and Camden Violante for the next few years. So, and Dean Palazzolo's going to remain as well. So, but there's question marks each year when the seniors go. So that also could affect how each team performs, as it's going to be loose ball now with 2.6 seconds left in the first half, as we're about to head to halftime in just a moment. And in the second quarter, we we have seen 1 point from each team, but the defense has really shown up for both of these squads in the second quarter, with 2.6 seconds left in this one, as they are now spread on out and get ready to get started. But as it's going to be movement back, so it's going to be, looks to be Scarsdale who's going to start off with it, trying to get something quick. 2.6 seconds left. I've seen some crazy goals where teams can get it in that time. They just got to move it fast from the spot Scarsdale starting in. It's going to be very tough, especially because not up front, as he's just going to run it back, and that's going to do it for the first half. But Scarsdale, they lost by 15 to Mamaroneck on May 7th, and right now it's a 2-point game, so they're giving Mamaroneck a great fight, as it's a 5-7 score as we head into halftime. 5-7, May 7th. Coincidence about that, but we'll be back. See how I did that? We'll be back after a quick commercial break for our halftime show.
Watch the Soma Sports broadcast, where we break down the world of sports,
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
interview guests,
Here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
predict upcoming sport games,
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
debate sports,
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports,
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
and much more.
A fumble. This could be game.
I'm with
Nicky Duffy.
Dean Palazzolo. I would definitely say DP, Dean Palazzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it to it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.
And welcome back to our halftime show, and a great first half by both of these squads. Mamaroneck came out firing after Scarsdale went up 1-0. We saw 5 straight goals in the first 5, Mamaroneck, and they were great. They were that was probably their top point of the game, getting those 5 goals to make it a 4-point lead. However, since then, we've seen a fight from Scarsdale. It's been a back and forth game. Actually, since that point, Scarsdale has outscored them 4-2, and it's currently a 7-5 game with Mamaroneck leading. And yeah, it's both these teams been giving the other team a really good fight, and gonna be interesting to see what happens at the end. Will Mamaroneck be able to pull away? Because they are on paper, they are the better team, as they did also beat them 19-4 a few weeks back. Or will Scarsdale be able to make it closer? Will Scarsdale pull the upset and possibly win the game? And yeah, so we'll see if that's going to be able to happen. But here at Yorktown High School at halftime, it's been a highly close game. And both these teams hungry to be able to get this one. And yeah, so take a moment to talk about the other. So we had 2 championship games yesterday. So we had Yorktown at Yorktown taking on Greeley. Greeley had the better record, but it was a great performance, a great game by both these teams. And Yorktown up by 4. Greeley was able to battle back and wind up taking the game 17-15. That was a great game all around by both these teams. They both gave a great effort, and both those teams did deserve the Section 1 Class B championship. But now on to Class C yesterday, as we had the Somers Tuskers who took on the Y Garnets, and the Tuskers from the beginning, they showed up. That that early goal by Cameron Violante, followed by the Miguel Iglesias goal, started off the momentum for the Tuskers, and they went on to have a great performance in the first half. Their defense, it was 4-2 at halftime, a very low scoring game. Their defense in that first half, how they played on defense, did really help them to be able to win that game, because I could have easily scored a bunch of points at once. A player that stuck out on why for me is Shoemaker. Shoemaker has been a important Shoemaker's been an important player on why. He was also a important player on their football team as well, but Shoemaker got multiple good players. But yeah, since the beginning, it was Somers who had control of the game, and that's how, from the beginning, what I think thought Somers needed to do to win that game. I think they just needed to keep control of the game, and if if they were able to keep control and dictate what happens in the game, they would be able to get it in. Of course, along if they dictate it in their favor. But yeah, if they're able to dictate what happens in the game, I knew that. And pull ahead and not making it a close game where I could come back last second, take it. I was confident this Tusker squad could take it. And also just look at the 2 matchups, the 2 Greeley matchups. We had Riley beat Greeley by 1, and then the Tuskers destroyed Greeley 20-6. So that also just shows Greeley, one of the top teams, how better this Tuskers squad is against against other opponents as well. And I think if the Tuskers were able to show up on both offense and defense, it shouldn't be an easy win for them. And that's exactly what they did. In the second half, it was all Cameron Violante. He played phenomenal, getting 6 goals, scoring half the goals for the Tuskers. And at the end, the Tuskers wound up winning 12-7, but it was more domination than the score even looked, because the Tuskers coming out, they were able to get 2 quick goals to pull ahead, and eventually eventually it was the Tuskers who wound up taking that one 12-7. They able to keep that lead, and that's exactly what they needed to do to win. I thought there'd be more points based on how games had gone this season, but yeah, at the same time, this Tuskers defense has been great, as Tuskers have scored a lot of points, but the defense has allowed teams to score like down to like 1 point or like 5 or 6 points, like not a lot. So defense really showed up again, and offense played very well against a great wide defense, which also is a top defense there. And I think at the end of the day, we did have the better offense, which I think helped because, yeah, the Tuskers had the better offense. I think that really helped. And yeah, because when I look at their numbers, like they didn't score as many goals as the Tuskers did, and Tuskers just have better players this year. And yeah, Tuskers have won their first section championship since 2009. We're going to add 2025 on to that list. But another, yeah, but that overall, the Tuskers just had a great performance, and I believe this team could go all the way to states. But enough about the Tuskers, as Tuskers are not in this game. Get carried away talking about my home school, but I want to talk about the NBA now. So we got the NBA Finals. We got the Thunder taking on the Pacers. And this NBA Finals has a lot of question marks on the Pacers side of things. How are they going to play against the Thunder? How are do the Pacers have some type of strategy? I think however, do think it's going to be the Thunder who win this, even if the Pacers give a good fight. Yeah, the Pacers were surprising. They beat some good teams, but they also got lucky. The Knicks, however, that was a great series win by them, but they got lucky against the Cavs. Cavs lost. Mobley and Garland and Donovan Mitchell at some point throughout the season, which that team was not really in full form for most of that series, and even when they were able to beat them as well. So this Pacers team is good, but they haven't faced like the top challenge yet, and that's exactly what they're gonna see in the finals against this Thunder team. We've seen how this Thunder team, how great they've been. We've seen them dismantle teams, which we've seen them dismantle the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies were a top seed. They were a second seed for a while of behind the Thunder for a while in this NBA season, and they just dismantled them in the first round. And then Nuggets gave them a one for its money, but the Nuggets are a really good team. And then in the championship, they dismantled the Timberwolves in 5 games as well. So Thunder, Pacers, it's gonna be an exciting series. But be honest, this Thunder team is the better team, and I think they could win 5. This Thunder team is a team that, yeah, I think the Pacers, they probably would have lost to the Celtics even if they didn't have Tatum, I think. So I think for many reasons the Thunder are gonna win this finals. So now back out, gonna be loose as it goes back out now. As we're gonna get started here with the third. 25 seconds left into the third as it goes up, and Scarsdale number 14 is gonna get it in. A great start for Scarsdale. Joseph Maruo gets it in. Number 14. And I believe, and that name does sound familiar. I believe I've mentioned that name before as Somers did play them to start off the season. I believe he may have been very involved in that game. But we're gonna head back now into the middle for the face-off. 7-6. It's a 1-point game, all a close one here as Scarsdale is giving Mamaroneck a fight. As it's gonna be loose there, ball on the ground. And yeah, you think in the beginning, Mamaroneck came into this game kind of how wide how Somers did against Harrison. Thought it would be an easy win as they beat them 43 in the football season. Talking about football, and then they came in against Harrison, and Harrison gave them a one for its money, as that game wound up being a close win for the Somers Tuskers, but Harrison almost beat them. But this Mamaroneck squad beating Scarsdale 19-4, they came in. I'm sure they came into this matchup confident as well, and Scarsdale is really showing that they're a good team, and they're giving a really good fight here. So 11 back out now. Some movement now gonna go back out to 23, goes to from behind. That's movement back. It's gonna find 11, who goes back out to 23. 23 taking it, guard by 22. That goes back out now. Goes back out to 11, as 11's gonna take it from behind, back out to 32. So 11 now back with it. That's going to go back out to 23. Goes back out now from behind. Mamaroneck with it behind the goal. He's taking his time now. He's going to come up to the front. Can he find the opening? He cannot, as now finds his teammate there, number 11, back out. And it's going to be movement from behind. 11's a play that's stuck out from Mamaroneck as well today, as that one goes in, and it's going to be number 11, ironically, who gets that goal. So Mamaroneck is going to answer Scarsdale's early goal here, and it's going to make it an 8-6 game now, as 11 found the opening, and 30 wasn't able to block it in the right spot, as that goes in for Mamaroneck. So it's now an 8-6 game, as they are now going to go up by 2. So back out now for the face-off. That's going to be movement. Mamaroneck's going to wind up with it, taking it down the field all the way. A loose ball there, as Scarsdale's going to take it on back. So Scarsdale back out, number 6 now with it. Let's move it back to 11. As taking it from behind, 23. Tries to see if there's opening for the goal. Does not want to whisk it. Goes back out to 14 now. So 14's going to take it back out to guard by 4. So 14 just got the goal for Scarsdale a few minutes ago, as he's now back with it. Back out to 9. Finds 26, who goes back out to Lacelli, as taking his time now, as now 26 with it. 26 movement around. It is 26, as by Mamaroneck. 26 going for the goal, and another block there by Mamaroneck, denying another goal there. Mamaroneck's also been great at both these teams have been doing a great job, as we could see a very high scoring game right now, as that one goes in from Mamaroneck, who got it. A quick goal taken down the field, as we see some more momentum for Mamaroneck, who got it. That's number 23 with the goal there for Mamaroneck, as that one is going to wind up going on in. And a great goal there, as it's going to now be a 9-6 game. And I'm going to get a name for you in just one moment, but that was number 23. That's Jared Wabina, who gets the goal there. So we're now back out in the middle for the face-off now. 9-6 is your score, as it's going to be taken back now. So with it is 1. Back out 2. So back out is 5. As it goes back out 27, goes back out. It's moving around now. That's going to go up, and a denied goal there by Scarsdale. Mamaroneck, a great stop there by Scarsdale. Do not want Mamaroneck to run away and continue their streak here, as now movement down for Scarsdale already. We're seeing similar to what happened at the start of the first quarter, heading the same way, as after early goal by Scarsdale, Mamaroneck gets a few goals we've already seen too. See if Scarsdale's able to fight back. Yeah, it's going to be a loose ball now. Scarsdale had it, and who's going to get it? It's still loose. Mamaroneck to touch it last. Doesn't wind up going out. Scarsdale goes on it, and who winds up with it? We'll wait to see what the call is. So ball, he has it. It's going to go. So Mamaroneck, as ball, Mamaroneck had it, as he loses it, and it's going to be called Scarsdale's ball. So now Scarsdale is going to start off with it. So now 23, taking it to the back, Goes back out wide. A far pass to his teammate who's going to lose the ball, but able to pick it back up. A save there as it's going to go back now. Taken back as it's going to be movement down. As it's going to go up. Another one from Mamaroneck. Number 5, after the loose ball, able to grab it, takes it back, and gets about a 12-yard throw for the goal with his net. And now that's going to give double digits to Mamaroneck as it's going to be a 10-6 game now. As Mamaroneck gets another goal, it's now 3-1 since halftime for Mamaroneck. As this time that's number 5 of Hanson Winters who gets the goal. So 7:28 left in the third as we're back out in the middle now for the face-off. Loose ball, who's going to wind up with it? It's going to be Mamaroneck. So one with it, goes back out. As goes back out now, finds 9. Taking it slow as 9's going to sub on out. Multiple players switching on out here. Do we have a timeout? No, there's just a lot of players switching out for both these teams. So it's going to go to the back now as it's going to be Scarsdale working down the field. Scarsdale back with it. That is number 14. So 14 has it. Brings it to the back of the goal. Finds his teammate now. As guarded by number 13. Back out to 2. 2 taking his time now. As 6:43 left in the third quarter, this game is flying by as it goes back out to 14. 14 now with it. 14 guarded by 4. It's going to make the move around now. 14 to the back. A loose ball there. As the ball is going to go on up. As now on the ground. Who's going to wind up with it? It's another loose ball. And looks like we're going to get a call here. And the ref will decide who has it. So ref is going to call. He saw something he didn't like there. And the call is Scarsdale's ball. So Scarsdale down by 4. They got to get in the goal here to stay in this one. As Scarsdale working around. It's going to be a loose ball there again. And it's going to be picked up by Mamaroneck. So pushed down. Number 14 is pushed down there as that one winds up going. Yeah, that one's going to wind up going to be Mamaroneck's ball. So now 32 with it. Guarded by Scarsdale. That's going to go up for the shot. Looked like that one gets in. So that was number 22 who gets it in for Mamaroneck. And it's going to be another one for them as it's at least I could tell that's going to be a goal from 100 miles away as that one winds up going in. Just the positioning. 22 was able to find the right spot where he threw the ball, go up in the right angle where it take too long for the goalie to get up there, not in his front zone, and that allowed him to get it in for a goal. So a great goal and timing for number 22 of Mamaroneck. So now with it, it's going to be taken down. Back out 8. Back out's going to find 22. Who's going to find 2? So 2 now taking it. Taking his time now as it goes back out to 24. 24 back out to 11. So 11 of Scarsdale now with it. As it goes back 5:04 left in the third as movement now for 11. Taking it around. Trying to get the goal. Goes behind the goal there. As now with it is Scarsdale 24 Lasello. Movement around 24 to the back. 24 has it. It's going to be loose ball there. But Scarsdale able to pick it back up. A great pickup there as it winds up going in. How about that Raiders squad? A loose ball picked back up. So he picks it back up. Finds his teammate there who has it all set up to get it right in. An amazing goal there, getting it in at the right angle as that's going to be number 4, as it looks like, to get it in for the Raiders, making it a 11-7 game now, and Scarsdale looking to win Class A in for multiple sports this season, as they already have won Class A for girls flag football, as they dominated winning that one. They dominated and had a great performance in that game. Also, Class B, we had Tappan Z, who beat last year's champions, the Booster Bears, who won 21-20. So now movement down, other side, and take a second here as sorting some stuff out, movement around. So now Mamaroneck back with it. 11-7 is your score. Tries to go up. A great stop there by the goalie of Scarsdale, number 30 of Nicholas Ebener Brost, who stops that one. A great stop there, but Mamaroneck being close, going to start up with it as he tries to go in for the goal. Was that stopped? But Mamaroneck celebrating. No, it did not wind up counting, so Mamaroneck thought they may have had it. So now down the field comes Scarsdale. 7, bringing it down. Tries to get the quick goal there, and it winds up back in Mamaroneck's hands. So it's a 4-point game as Mamaroneck back with it, but it's going to wind up being a timeout now. And 11-7 is your score as we get towards the end of the third. And yeah, later today we have Pleasantville taking on Bronxville as well, and I think that's going to be a good game. I never called a game with Bronxville, but the game I did with Pleasantville, yeah, Pleasantville, they've historically been a good team, been great throughout the season, and yeah, they're going to give Bronxville a tough challenge, but I think it's going to be Pleasantville who does take that one. And Pleasantville's been a good team. Of course, a team that got dominated by the Tuskers may have been their most dominated game of the year, or maybe not. 23-7 was the final score. That Sleepy Hollow playoff game may have even been more domination by the Tuskers, but it's been a bit of a domination game. This Tuskers, Somers Tuskers has been phenomenal, but Pleasantville coming up later, I think they are a good team, and I think they could win Class D, but I'm excited to see if any of our class winners are able to make it far in the playoffs. I feel confident, especially about Somers, and winner of this one, this Class A championship, Class A, so we'll see if, yeah, Class A. Farmingdale also in Class A, a team that was in the Class A championship last year. One team to look out for in the playoffs. The winner of this game may very well take on Farmingdale. But winner of this game, we'll see if they take them on. But 11-7, Mamaroneck leads, and Farmingdale, a team that lost in the state championship last year, but also lost to the Somers Tuskers throughout this season. So they're going to start back up now. So number 6 taking it as movement around back out to 32. And it's going to be a goal there for Mamaroneck. A quick rebound goal there as that one winds up going on in. As Mamaroneck now going to take a 12-7 lead now here in the third. And yeah, the same score. This was the final score of the Somers Y game yesterday, so we already could tell that we've already seen a lot of points in this one, as it's now 12-7. It's been a 4-2 game in favor of Mamaroneck in this third quarter. It was 5-7 at halftime. We're back now in the middle, so we're gonna start back up. Face-off is gonna wind up being Mamaroneck's ball. So Mamaroneck number 23 goes back out. It's moving around, back out to 27. 27 takes it to the back out finds 23. So now 23 with it. It's going to find 9. So 9 moving around as it goes back out. And it's going to wind up going back out to 23. 23 taking it around as 2:57 left in the third. It goes back out to 9. Rolling around, goes to the back now. So now with it is Mamaroneck as goes back. It's movement around 32 back out. That's going to be taken in, tries to get the goal, bounces off the post, and it's going to be who winds up with it. It's going to be Mamaroneck able to get it back, but now we'll wait to see what the call is here. As I'm going to wait for a moment, ref giving a flag here. So 2:23 left in the third as teams are gonna line back up to get back started in this one, and let's see what Scarsdale down by 5. They gotta show up. They gotta get some balls in the net and in the goal net, and they gotta get back into it as it goes up, and it's gonna wind up going to the back, not able to get in off on that throw there, but being closer, Mamaroneck is going to be able to retain possession as goes back out now. Goes back up, and another stop. So it's going to be Scarsdale who takes it on back. Fast movement now for 23 down the field now, figuring out where to go. Does he have an opening path? Goes back out, finds his teammate. 22 teamwork. The team effort, team working well together is a big part of lacrosse, and I think something very important when it comes to lacrosse. So 14, gonna pick it back up now. So 14 goes back out. It's gonna be movement around, back out to 4. It goes up, a loose ball there. It's gonna be picked back up, and it's gonna be Mamaroneck. Takes it back. So fast movement now from Mamaroneck down the field. As the ball winds up going out, and 5:27 here on a Wednesday night, and yeah, so far it's been, as of late in this quarter, it's Mamaroneck who has taken control of this game, and let's see if they're going to be able to continue. But a great third quarter by Mamaroneck. It was a 2-point game. Now it's a 5-point game, as we're 1:06 left in the third. As movement now down for Scarsdale. Scarsdale has it in the back, so back out to 2. 2 now with it. It's going to go back out to 9. 9 taking it around as 9's going to go. As going to go up a grab and block there as 38 is going to stop it from going in. So with it now, it's going to be Mamaroneck taking it down. Goes back out to 13, back out to 5. 5 back out to 27. So 27 taking it. 27 goes back out to 11 now. So 11 taking his time as 20 seconds left. Mamaroneck currently up by 5, so no rush to get a goal in here as he takes it to the back, finds a teammate behind the goal. As it's movement now, 10 seconds left. They're probably going to try to have the clock tick down and then try to get something quick because it's a 5-point game. There's nothing to lose. As they actually just going to he's going to go and they're going to let the clock tick down to 0. And that will do it for the third quarter. 12-7 is your score, and we will be back as we head to the fourth after a commercial break.
Watch the Soma Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports,
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
interview guests,
We're here with Coach Packard.
watch the Soma Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports,
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
interview guests,
Here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
predict upcoming sport games,
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
debate sports,
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports,
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
and much more.
A fumble. This could be game.
I'm with
Nicky Duffy.
Dean Palzall. I would definitely say DP, Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports broadcast. You can find them on YouTube and Spotify.
And welcome back to the start of this fourth quarter, and yeah, it's been a highly contested, close game throughout, but in this third quarter, Mamaroneck was able to take some control of this one as they extended it to now a 5-point lead when it was 2 at halftime. Mamaroneck having a phenomenal third quarter, extending that lead. So 11:50 left in the fourth as the fourth has gotten started here. So now movement from Mamaroneck back out to 2, and that's going to be another goal for Mamaroneck. Number 2 is going to get that one for Mamaroneck, making it a 6-point game, and that, folks, that may be a put-away goal, making it now a 6-point game, and it's looking really good for Mamaroneck as there's still a whole quarter left, but that was a big one to help make this more, make it more, give Mamaroneck more control in this one, as we're now up by 6. Back now in the middle for the face-off, as back out, gonna be taken back, so it's gonna be with it. It's gonna be Mamaroneck, number 23. Is gonna take it around, guarded by 10. Mamaroneck winning another face-off there, as the Scarsdale squad has given up a great fight. As this Mamaroneck squad, yeah, maybe they felt a little confident coming into this one, and Scarsdale squad gave them a great fight and great battle throughout this one. By the end, it is going to be Mamaroneck, as it looks like they now have control of this one, as that's going to go up, and a great stop there by Scarsdale. They're not done yet, as they do not allow this one to go in. So Scarsdale taking it back now, finds 24. That's Lacello, as it goes back out now. Lacello finds teammate there, as he's going to take it around. Takes it to behind. So now slow movement there, as it's going to go back out. Goes back out, finds number 8. Goes back out to 9 of Scarsdale. That's Star who finds 9. It goes up, ball goes up, and it's going to wind up going on in. Looked like the ball went in. Yes, it's going to count as a goal. So Scarsdale able to make this a 5-point game, but still it's going to be a rough road ahead, as 5 points is a lot of points in lacrosse, especially with this amount of time left. If it was like the first quarter, it could still very well be in this game, but it's going to be a tough battle, and we'll see if they're able to get it done. But we've seen some 5-point comebacks before throughout Somers lacrosse this season. We've seen, for example, Fox Lane. That Fox Lane game, the first game I did, girls lacrosse versus Fox Lane. It was 1 point. Fox Lane was up by 5, and they made, or it was 5-1. And then they wound up tying it before Fox Lane wound up taking that one, but it was by 1, as that one winds up going in. A quick goal there. Think that was number 2 of Mamaroneck, who gets it in, as Mamaroneck just brings it right down. Number 2 takes it to the house. A great, about 8-yard from the goal shot that winds up going in for Mamaroneck, and that's gonna make it a 6-point game now, as Mamaroneck able to cancel out the goal that Scarsdale just got, and we're gonna head back now out in the middle now again for another face-off. So after that goal, it's a 14-8 game as we're back out now in the middle. As it's gonna be moving around, who's gonna wind up with it? It's gonna be Mamaroneck. So Mamaroneck taking it around down to their side of the field as it goes back out now. Taking it now is number 12. 12 back out to 9, so 9 with it. 9's gonna be passing it along, goes back out to 9. That's gonna go back 9 to the top and goes back out to his teammate as with it now. Loose ball, it's gonna be taken back up. Back out to 9. Goes back out. It's gonna find 27 as that one goes on in as another goal for Mamaroneck extends the lead now to 7. So a great goal. They're going to find number 27 who has it now from a great distance and gets that's going to be about a 11-yard goal there as that one goes in for Mamaroneck as it's now a 15-8 game. Mamaroneck very much in control of this one as we're going to head back in the middle once again for the face-off. So 35 out there for Mamaroneck. Mamaroneck's been doing very good on the face-offs today. Multiple players out there at 24. Lacello also out there for Scarsdale as it's going to be Mamaroneck who starts off with it. So movement now for Mamaroneck. Going to bring it down, back out. So number 2, we've seen him a lot as of late in the game as they've been finding him a lot. So now back out, finds 22, goes back out to 5. 5's going to take it to the back. So back out now. It's going to find 23. And it's going to go back out to 7 as it's going to go up. And that one's going to wind up rolling out of bounds. So ball rolls out of bounds there. And it's going to be, we'll see who going to give it. It looks to be, it's going to be Mamaroneck's ball as it's hard to see who was closer there after the attempted goal shot as it's now a loose ball there. It's a chase for the ball. Who winds up with it? And it's going to wind up being Mamaroneck. So Mamaroneck able to keep the ball there as they now have it back up by 7 as 5 back out finds 27. It's going to find 9 now. So 9's going to take it, battling it around. Goes back up a ball there. Tempted pass to his teammate, and it's going to be Scarsdale who's going to wind up with it. So Scarsdale takes it on back. So now movement now for 10 as flags are going to go up in the air now. And but a great steal by 10 as they're going to continue playing here. Looks like it was against Mamaroneck, so Scarsdale's going to keep playing here. That's going to be a loose ball there as Scarsdale takes it to the back now. Fast movement back out to 0 as the ball winds up going out of bounds, and it will be Mamaroneck who will be taking it. So a great effort by Scarsdale to bring it down the field and tried to get it, but the round did wind up being a flag anyway, so yeah, but with it now it's gonna be Mamaroneck starting off with it. So spread it on out now. It's actually Scarsdale starting off with it. So that the flag is why they get to keep the ball. So now back to 2. It's hard to see what the call is on here as he's now in the back. Back out to 24 Lacello. Lacello with it. Goes back out, finds Mawu as that one goes. Now loose ball there. Who's going to wind up with it? Star on it. And it's going to be picked up by 4 of Mamaroneck. Mamaroneck back with it now as Mamaroneck goes back out. It's going to find 6. goes back out wide. So far throw now, as it's going to be taken down the field for. Going to be taken down the field. It's going to be taken back now for Scarsdale as they're going to get that one back. 9 now with it. Tries to get the goal. Goes above now with it is number 2. Goes back out to his teammate Lacello. And we're going to get a timeout called. A timeout. This late in the game. We'll see what these teams are going to game plan. Mamaroneck just working, finding a way to be able to hold on to this lead, maybe score one, or at least prevent Scarsdale from having an incredible comeback. And Scarsdale, it's crunch time. They got to get a bunch of goals, and they got to get them fast. Down by 7. They've scored 8 today. They got to go off in the remainder of this game, and we'll see if they're able to do that. But down by 7, that's a big hole with this amount of time left. And yeah, it's gonna be a tough challenge for Scarsdale. It was already a big hole when with the amount of time left when it were down by 5. Now it's 7 with a lot less time. And yeah, so this is gonna be a difficult challenge. We'll see if they're able to pull it off. Of course, Mamaroneck, the 1 seed, and Scarsdale, the 2 seed in Class A playoffs. So we do have the 2 best teams in Class A playing in this game. But yeah, it's been an exciting one. Mamaroneck does look to be the better team here as they have taken control. Has given a great team effort getting back down the field, and yeah, they've been the top team also all season long in Class A. So yeah, this Mamaroneck squad is going to be tough to beat for the Raiders from the beginning, and yeah, currently up by 7 as they're going to spread on back out now. So spread it on back out. So 24 is going to start back up with it. As now goes 24, goes back out to 9, finds 4. So hands the ball off to 4 as the ball is going to wind up going out of bounds. So 4 back out. It's going to find his teammate there. So movement now down as it's going to be taken around. Back out to 5. It's fast movement around, taking it down the field as 5 is going to take it, goes to the back now. Back out to 5. So 5 of Mamaroneck finds 9. Takes behind 9 also of Mamaroneck. We've seen a few goals from him today, and he's been important player on the offense as he's been able to help spread the ball out. He's going to go from behind. Goes to his teammate. 32. It's going to be a loose ball there. Does he get it before it goes out of bounds? Yes. 22 able to pick it up. That's 22 now taking it. Movement around. From behind. Tries to get the goal. Deflected there as it bounces up. It winds up rolling out. And does anyone wind up getting it? But doesn't matter. It was an attempted shot for the goal. So who was closer is the question. It looks like it's going to be Mamaroneck. So Mamaroneck's going to be able to continue with it. So Mamaroneck starting back off. Number 11. 27 out there. Got Scarsdale players guarding on defense as 11's going to take it now to the back. Back out to 32. As it's going to be movement around now. Cradling it. It's 32 with it. Back out to 27 as that one's going to go up and it goes in. Number 27 of Mamaroneck getting at least his second goal. Multiple goals today for him as 27 had. So teammate is gonna of number 32 finds 27, able to run towards the goal and get the shot. Wait till 30 moved in the right direction to be able to go around and get that goal in. With that now, the game's looking more and more like it is over for Scarsdale as Mamaroneck is now going to double their lead. So now we're going to head back out in the middle for the face-off as we're back out. And it's going to be Scarsdale who wins the face-off, Star with it, but a lost ball. Who's going to wind up with it now? It's going to be Scarsdale. No, it's going to be Mamaroneck who winds up with it, actually. And Mamaroneck now taking their time, bringing it back with 4:50 left in this one. As a big throw down, as it's going to go back out now. Movement around as it goes to the back. And yeah, talking about the Somers ride game yesterday, like, yes, Somers won. It was a great win throughout the season. Tuskers played some good teams, but they also played teams that are good, but at the same time, the Tuskers were a lot better, and they dominate each of those games. And there weren't really, besides Farmingdale, there weren't really any other games that were competition that the Tuskers won. There are a few teams, amazing teams that the Tuskers played that they lost to, but they gave up a good effort. But we haven't really won against a team that's given very good competition, and why we were able to beat by 5 as well. But they gave up a great fight, and yeah, we wound up taking that one, a great win, as that one's gonna go. It's gonna wind up going out. So a loose ball there as they try to get it. It's gonna be on the ground. Who's gonna wind up with it? With 3:40 left in this one, Scarsdale has it back, as they're going to take it, trying to get another score here, as it's going to be picked back up by Scarsdale. A loose ball tripped up there, as it's going to be loose again. And now, so Scarsdale with it as the ball goes up, and Mamaroneck is going to be able to grab that one. A great grab there. And it looks like Mamaroneck was able to take that one. So spread it on back out. So taken back now is going to be It's going to be Scarsdale. My apologies. The Scarsdale movement to the back. 22. Back out to 11. 11. Movement around as it goes back out to 9. Back out to his teammate in the back as it's going to go around. Goes back out to 22. It's 22 now taking it. Back out to 2. As 20 is going to pick it on up. 20 with it now. So 20 taking their time, and it looks like we're going to have another timeout here. So another timeout, and yeah, this Mamaroneck team has been great since the beginning. Let's just, as we have a moment, I'm going to pull up their schedule. We're going to take a look at some notable teams Mamaroneck may have played. So one is going to be the Somers Tuskers, where they lost 17-7, but they gave up a good fight against one of the best teams in the state, top 25 team in the nation. So pulling up a Mamaroneck schedule, they played, yeah, they dominated against Scarsdale when they played the first time. 19-4, but a notable team that they played, Horace Greeley, and they gave them a good battle. It was a loss by 16-11, a loss. So only 5 points, and they played New Canaan, one of the best teams in the nation as well. So New Canaan also played the Tuskers, and Tuskers made New Canaan only won by 5 points in that one, but New Canaan, this Mamaroneck team, this team's pretty good, as they scored 5 points on this New Canaan squad, one of the best teams in the nation. New Canaan did win 16-5. They also only scored 16 points, so impressive, a big impressive win against New Canaan. And then Bronxville is playing in the Class D championship today. They won against them 10-9. So that's another one. Another goal there, as that one goes in from Mamaroneck. So Mamaroneck's going to start off with it. Number 27. What a goal. and that one winds up going on in there as a far one from halfway across the field. We're going to head back in the middle for the face-off again. Another great goal, number 27 is another player that stuck out. So continuing looking at this Mamaroneck schedule, they had a big win, 16-1 against New Rochelle. They dominated Carmel, 21-6. It's taken to the back. It's interesting. I don't fully get how classes work because Carmel's not in Class A, but Carmel is in and Somers is in football, but Carmel's in a higher class in lacrosse. So interesting there. If you guys have an answer on that, I'd be interested in knowing that. They did destroy Yorktown 14-5, Mamaroneck did, as ball's gonna be loose there. It's gonna be Mamaroneck taking it back. 17-8 is your score. So now back out. They had some good wins this year, this Mamaroneck team, as now Scarsdale trying to get another point in as that one's going to go, and it's going to be stopped going in, but Scarsdale now back with it. Let's see if they're going to be able to get another one as it goes to the back. Movement around now as Scarsdale goes up high, finds his teammate there, and another that's going to not go in. So that one winds up going over, but 14 will start off once again with it for Scarsdale. 126 remains in this one. So 14 is getting ready to start off. Both teams spreading on back out now as they're ready to go in this one. So bringing it back out now. Back out to 2 of Scarsdale taking it around. Who finds 4, finds 8. So 8 back out to 14 as it's going around now. Finds 8. Just going to pick it back up. And it's going to be taken back. Taken back by number 4. Going to deny it from going on in. So 24 now back with it. It's going to be picked back up. So a loose ball is going to wind up being picked up by Scarsdale. So Scarsdale takes it on back. 35 seconds left in this one. After all said and done, it was a loose ball. Multiple players almost had it. It winds up in Scarsdale's hands, taking it around. And 24 seconds left in this one. This Mamaroneck squad has had an impressive season. Have played some impressive games. They scored 5 on New Canaan. And they gave Somers a great fight. They had a great season all around, having some great games. They gave Greeley a great fight as well. And this Mamaroneck squad has shown that why they deserve to be the Class A champions. As Mamaroneck is gonna take this one 17-8 with 1.6 seconds left. Except if Scarsdale can score 9 points in 1 second. It's gonna be Mamaroneck who wins, and the clock runs out, and Mamaroneck is gonna take this one in a thriller. And it's gonna be a final score of 17-8. A great win from Mamaroneck, as Mamaroneck is your boys varsity lacrosse Class A champions. As it's a great win from Mamaroneck, and throughout this game, it was a great team effort. Teamwork at the end of the day is what wins championships, as well as defense and offense and many other things as well. But teamwork, giving a team effort today really helped us in the Mamaroneck squad. We saw multiple players playing great, and not just one player. Is why this team did good. It was the whole team, and yeah, we saw this from the beginning. We saw that this Mamaroneck squad, great team effort from the start of this one. They started off after Scarsdale got that first goal, scoring 5 straight, and Scarsdale gave up a fight, but Mamaroneck since then has had control on the scoreboard and of this game, was able to keep control, and that's how they wound up holding on and taking this one. But throughout this one, yeah, it was a great performance for Mamaroneck, and yeah, I think they've showed why they deserve to be the champions in the beginning, Class A champions. But yeah, in the beginning, yeah, Scarsdale surprisingly gave a fight. Manic may have come into this game feeling a little bit confident, but at the end of the day, it was Manic who took this one and was able to figure it out. But yeah, that's basically gonna sum it up as your final score. Manic 8. Mamaroneck 17 to Scarsdale 8. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Have a great night, everyone. I'm Benny Silk, and we'll see you next time.
Watch the Soma Sports broadcast, where we break down the world of sports,
Back, he throws. There's two defenders on the tight end.
interview guests,
We're here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
predict upcoming sport games,
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
debate sports,
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports,
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
and much more.
A fumble. This could be game.
I'm with
Nicky Duffy.
Dean Palzall. I would definitely say DP. Dean Palzall. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.